Hey y'all, Natalie here today, and I have another fall layout for you. But I was getting a little tired of doing layouts in fall color palette, even though I love it. So I decided to go rainbow this time. So I used my Alta New mixed leaves die, and I cut out a bunch of different rainbow leaves, and the colors I chose are kind of like on the darker side of the primary colors and on the complementary colors, so that they kind of went with a fall theme. And you can do this with any leaf die set, just lots of multiple cuts of the same leaf. I drew a circle on the page, and I'm using the solid leaves to build around, and then I'm going to use the more lacy or decorative leaves to kind of fill in the wreath. But before I do that, I decide I want to switch to white paper instead of that cream paper that I had, because what was the reason? Oh, I had already backed my photos in some bright white cardstock, so I didn't want to put those onto the cream cardstock. So I'm using my Nuvo adhesive here, and I'm just adhering down like the bottom half portion of the leaf so that I can tuck the other leaves under it, and so that I can lift it up for dimension when the page is complete. And I think I have 7 photos on this page. They are just little photos of my kid. A series of photos that I tried to get him to take a selfie, and they were cute. And so these are from 2019, or gosh, they might be from 2018 actually. So I dug in the archives for these, but they hadn't been documented yet, so I needed to do that, and they're super cute. So I cut them into circles, and I'm just going to kind of place them among the leaves around the wreath. This page came together so quickly, really. So I'm just kind of doing what I mentioned before. I'm tucking the more lacy and intricate die cut leaves under and around the solid leaves that I made to kind of create the base of the wreath there. And I'm really loving how this looks. That's my Nuvo adhesive, liquid adhesive. I love it. It's the best in my opinion. And yeah, I'm loving that. And those are a mix of papers from Cartabella and Amy Tangerine, and there might even be a We Are Memory Keepers old paper in there. I think the purple one is. So the next part, I love when rainbow is combined with black, right? So I wanted to add some stamping, and I totally should have done this before I put the leaves down, but you'll see I make it work. But again, if you're going to add texture stamping under your leaves, maybe do that before you stick your leaves down. Plan ahead. That's what I'm not so good at with scrapbooking, at least, is planning ahead. So I have that fun rainbow paper, which is kind of where I drew my color inspiration, and that is from the Amy Tangerine Late Afternoon paper pad, 6x8 paper pad. I'm going to use that here in a few minutes, but this is where I decide I want to do some splatter and some stamping. So that is also an Amy Tangerine little grid stamp. And what I'm going to do, I'm just going to messy stamp. And I started lifting up the leaves to do it, and then I realized the leaves are so busy that I could just stamp on top of them, and you can't really tell that I'm doing on top. So what I'm doing is I'm stamping off maybe like the first generation ink, and I'm only stamping with second or third or even fourth generation black ink onto the paper. And then I'm layering up those stamps as well, kind of turning it in different directions just to add this little hatched or grid design kind of just randomly around the page. I know it looks like a hot mess, but once we add everything back on and some splatter, it's actually just gonna just add to the dimension and the interest. So I have some black spray here that I'm adding, and I'm just doing lots of big dollops of that, and then I'm gonna go through also with some gold spray as well and add those around. And I just want those to get on top of the leaves and add some pretty little dimension. When it dries, it's still kind of like doesn't dry flat sometimes. So now I'm gonna tuck the photos under the leaves. That one photo down at the bottom I made a little bit bigger to be kind of like the anchor, and it's going to be where the title goes, and it was the funniest one of the bunch. I was taking a picture of him while he was praying at lunch at school, at his preschool, and he caught me and gave me that look, which is hilarious. He's a mess, this one. That's the second child, y'all. So what am I doing here? I'm sticking down the photos. Oh, Silly Little Turkey is what my title's going to be. Also, Amy Tan letters. We got an Amy Tan theme going on. So now I'm just wanting to make sure that I get that rainbow paper on. So I'm just cutting small strips of it. I roughed it up. I inked it up with that black ink. And then I'm going to just stick it along the top and the bottom of the page to add another bit of rainbow up there, just to kind of mimic the rainbow around the wreath and add some more interest, so it's not just a stark bright page. And I really think that's almost it. Like I said, you can create this type of layout with any leaf die. I am a connoisseur of leaf dies, I would say, and I have quite a few. I'm going to link down below with some of my favorites from the Cherry on Top shop with my affiliate links if you would like to purchase any, but I'll also just throw in my regular affiliate link if you want to grab anything from the store. They have so many good things. And also, hint, hint, there's some Black Friday sales coming up pretty soon, and they're going to be good. I'm just adding in these little thickers, also from Amy Tangerine. I think this is, again, late afternoon, but they match so well, right? So I just found leaves and hearts that matched a lot of the leaves on the page, and just added those in for a little bit of interest. But that's about it. I'm not going to add any gems because it's already really busy and they would probably just get lost amongst all those leaves. But I'm super happy with how this little cute rainbow layout turned out. And I love adding the pops of black. They really give good contrast to the rainbow. So I think that's about it. So I think we're done, and thank you guys for watching. I'd love it if you'd like and subscribe. Like I said, I'm going to link down below with a few of my favorite leaf dies from the Cherry on Top store. If you are in search of a new leaf die, they're so versatile. You can use them at any time of the year. If you need any more inspiration, you just DM me on Instagram at delightfully crafty, and I will talk you into buying those dies. Y'all have a great day. Bye.